A federal investigation is underway after a near collision between two planes in Austin, Texas.
It is just the latest in a series of incidents that have aviation experts and many passengers on high alert. According to the FAA, a FedEx cargo plane was cleared to land this weekend just as a Southwest Airlines plane was approved for takeoff. Here's the problem. They were on the same runway. The FedEx plane had to abort its landing at the last minute. This follows two other close call incidents at New York's JFK airport in the past few weeks.
Joining us now is CBS News transportation safety analyst and former NTSB chairman, Robert Sumwalt. Robert, welcome. So is the increase in these close calls because of human error, or is it because equipment and technology need to be updated?
Well, it's a great question. As it turns out, I'm pretty sure that each of these events, the New York event and the one in Austin over the weekend, I think both of those were due to human error. In the case of the American Airlines and Delta near event in Kennedy a few weeks ago, that appears to be an error on the part of one of the pilots of the American Airlines flight. In the case of the Austin, Texas case, it looks like the air traffic controller was trying to squeeze two airplanes together too quickly.
Help us to make sense of this. Are there actually a significant increase in incidents, or are we hearing more about them? And then what's the airline industry doing to try and increase safety?
Well, I think it's somewhat coincidental that we had two potentially high consequence, high visibility events that were so close together. These sorts of events don't happen that often, thankfully. But I think again, there's really no connection between the two other than the fact that there was human error involved in each of the events.
So given what you just said, I imagine I know what your answer to this next question is going to be. But should travelers be concerned at all? Because just hearing about these incidences so close together might be concerning to someone who says, is there something maybe systemic going on?
Yeah, I think it's important to point out that the air traffic system in the United States is very, very safe. And about 700 million people board airplanes safely and get off airplanes safely every year here in the United States. And the last federal accident was many years ago. So one accident is one too many, one fatality is one too many, but we do have a very safe system. And I know that everybody's working hard to keep it that way.
All right, Robert Sumwalt, thank you.